1000 item declutter challenge continues, and this is a little bit of a shed clean out. Some stuff got left outside, and we also have a little side shed, and it's also time to declutter some of the Christmas stuff. Now these things don't work, and they also got a whole lot of water damage in them from a little side shed that I was storing stuff. Oh, roller tape, that will come in handy. So I am just going through double checking if there's anything semi-important in here. Mostly it's all just going to get thrown out. Yeah, like I said, part of the shed had a leak in it. Oh, a pair of scissors, always need those. And so some of this stuff is just, yeah, water damage. Plus I think a possum got in because there was some pretty big possum poop. And it's not rat poop. I know what rat poop looks like. We do have a possum that runs across our side of the house from time to time, so this stuff is time to go. Plus, oh, these things I'm putting in the bin now are most of this stuff is Avon stuff except for the tinsel, but everything else, there's glitter everywhere because it's getting that old. Or this reindeer's lost its head. These things light up, you put batteries and stuff in them, but yeah, you can see me looking at my hands. There's glitter everywhere, and I was looking for glitter for days. Oh, glitter sign. So it's time for it to go because it's also getting old and literally falling apart. Oh, I found the bra wires that I've been looking for the past 12 months. That's also why I'm cleaning stuff out, because I'm trying to get a bit of an inventory to see everything that we own, and then looking at how much more decluttering we do next year from a base. I feel a little bit sad that I'm getting rid of a whole heap of Christmas stuff, but when I was doing Zumba classes, I would set up for Christmas and I would carry stuff around from class to class to class, and it does get quite overwhelming after a while, so it's time to go because, yeah. I also had some books, sadly, that have got a little bit damaged from some of the rain that came in. Part of the door wasn't closed very well, and one of the boxes was open that I didn't realize, and I'm pretty sure also a possum, as I said, was in there and did a pee and a poop, so it's time to go. This bag got completely ripped open, so obviously someone attempted to eat that. It's also disintegrating. I've got these bags of books that I put on the Buy Nothing group, but no one really wanted them. I got them from the Buy Nothing group, and then I had donated them back on when we had a bigger group, and no one wanted them, so they're going to go in the declutter pile. I end up putting them to the side, and you'll see them make a comeback later on because I'm also part cleaning out an area that I was saving some stuff. We have some shade cloth that now got moved from the back corner of the garden. I just don't think I'm going to get around to doing a project with it now that we do have the gardeners here. They're doing an amazing job, but I just need to keep letting them do their thing and move on with everything else. And once I've got a bit more of a base, I can start in the garden doing what I need to do. So for now, we're just going to get rid of all the bits and pieces that I was saving for the just in case, because we need to just let it go. Now I've got another area that I'm dealing with. It's not in the side shed. It's like a little saved cupboard that I had, and I was saving some things to be on the Buy Nothing group as well, and also some random bits and pieces. Sometimes I have random things in my car, and then I will just throw in bags or boxes, and then I stick it to the side, and I think I'll deal with that in a minute, and I forget all about it, and that's what the next couple of things coming up are. So this is a bag, and it had an old notebook in it. There was also some bath salts in there and a body scrub thing. I can't get it out of the box, so I'm just going to keep it for now. There was a book in there too that I'm not sure where that one came from, but I'll keep it. A set of little mini playing cards. I would keep them because they're cute, but my son has enough little things, and as I said, we're trying to declutter the house. I don't want to ever force him to have to get rid of something that he doesn't want to, but yeah, it's always me who's tidying some stuff up as well. For some reason, we have an old pair of running shoes in here. I think I had them when I would swap my shoes over regularly if they were in the car. Then yeah, that's where they ended up. And finally, we have two matching pairs of shoes. These two shoes I found when I was decluttering the bedroom, and so I put them in a bag to the side, and I didn't count them at the time because I was waiting to find their pairs. They're still in excellent condition. I'm just pulling the inner sole out of them, throwing those out, but I will donate these shoes. They were sent to me from Fitfeel. They were a PR thing a while ago for free. Quite a lot of other YouTubers got shoes as well. They were good. They're just half a size too big. Oh, I found a shirt that I bought from an op shop a little while ago. Again, I would have thrown it in the back of the car. So that's going to go in for a wash. And I found some Scrub Daddies that I've got from a reject shop a while ago, so they're going to go inside the house. I'm trying to be pretty proactive as well as I'm cleaning and throwing out, and so as soon as I have stuff that needs to go inside the house, I've been walking it in there and putting it away, or like now I'm bagging stuff up to go straight to decluttering. We're in that also mid no man's land that Christmas is coming up, and so probably this bin's not going to get emptied for quite a few days. Oh, we seem to have some more shade cloth and a random box, empty box. We'll throw that out. And I got to put some stuff in the car to donate to Savers as well. I got those books back while I'm here. I'm going to stick those in the bag ready to be donated. Oh, this is all the same day, by the way, that I was just wearing the tank top. I just realized that I was bending over a fair bit and probably is not a very good look for the camera, so I thought I'd just put a top that covers me a little bit more. I found a little stool thing that I need to wash because that will come in handy for being in the kitchen somewhere. And then we have a bag of just some random stuff that I'm just going to throw out because, yeah, I don't know. Oh, not everything needs to be shared, but there's 5 items, I'm telling myself, so I remember to count. I found some more random things, so a couple of old shopping bags that can get thrown out, and then in here was a whole bunch of fabric offcuts. Someone gave them to me, I think from Facebook Marketplace or something. It's all the scraps of materials, and she said it would be really good for cushion stuffing, and at the time I thought, oh yeah, I've got a project for that. And also some of them are really good for like tags in scrapbooking. But I've just collected too much stuff as, oh, I could use that one day, so it's time to go. I thought that I'd go back to the little shed area that I have to clean it out because I keep moving from spot to spot to spot. It's crazy. And sadly, there were some books that were damaged in one of the sections that's there, so throw some random bits and pieces out. I thought I'd give a go at trying to pull out some of the stuff that's in the main shed, and I can't take you in there just yet because you barely get through the door. I'm barely through the door. I do have a rubbish bin in there, which is quite hilarious because it's just sitting in there pretty much empty. But I do manage to pull out a bucket that's got a couple of pairs of running shoes in there, and then the rest of the shed right now is just too overwhelming, so I pretty much just shut the door and walked away. I will deal with it later, but there's just so many little things. So it's like I can't do this basket before I get to this basket, and then I've got this, and this is in front of it. So I'm just, yeah, flittering from place to place. It's probably not very effective, but it is what it is. And I keep trying to pull things out of spots that probably, like I need to move that ladder first, but it just was just too much to think about today. So we'll move on, or back to the other little shed and finish that because we need to clean one area and stick with it. And I don't go back to the shed but I go back to the storage cupboard where I had some bits and pieces, and I have a bag full of books. I collect books, as you can probably tell, so some are, I was going to help someone set up like a little free street library, so I'd been collecting stuff. So once I do sort out all the books that I do have, a lot of them will get donated for that. That's a project in the works. It was one of those, oh yeah, I'd love to help with that, no worries, and I never got around to doing it. I would have loved to set up a little library at my house, but everyone was like, please don't have random people walking around. So, and there is one not far from us anyway, so I'll probably walk down and donate some books to there. I seem to have a broken thing. It was a light ring, phone holder with a light ring and a clip so you can clip it to a table, but the light ring seems to be broken. And although I was going to try and keep part of the phone holder bit of it, it's not going to attach to anything else that doesn't have the same end attachment, if that makes sense. So we're just going to get rid of the whole thing. I cut out a section here because I spent ages looking at all the books and I thought no one needs to see that. And also I couldn't figure out where half the books came from and if I was going to read them or what I was doing with them. So yeah, I was like, oh, look at this, oh, look at that. So sometimes decluttering is a process, so it's also why I'm sharing. I also spent forever looking at the plastic container that was in my hand, wondering where that came from and what I plan on doing with it, because it's a bit of an odd shape, so I'm not sure. I did find 2 boxes of pegs, so I'm going to pull those apart and stick the pegs up in the basket. I just ended up emptying them down onto the ground because I thought I saw a spider in there. I didn't, but I thought it's Australia, we don't play with spiders, so yeah. And because I'm trying to be good and be organised, and also I don't need to leave this outside to be damaged, I'm going to pick everything up and take it inside. There's some DVDs there as well. I can't wait to watch. I found an old talcum powder. I don't even use talcum powder, so I'm going to throw it out because I don't know how old it is. It's time to go. Also, I'm making a pile of some boxes that I had thrown out the back door. Hoping that I would deal with them in a minute, or I'd remember to ask hubby if he could break them down for me and stick them in the recycling, and I completely forgot all about it, so I just threw them over there. I cut out a large chunk as well because as I kept walking past the camera I kept bumping it. We seem to also have had a cushion outside, so yeah, that's got to go too. In the storage cupboard I found my daughter's birthday card and my son's birthday card that I planned on giving them this year. I put them in a safe space, what can I say? So I just gave my daughter hers, but my son's I've put in another place, and he can have it next year for his birthday because I gave him something else this year. And while I'm cleaning out the storage area, I remembered that there was a couple of bags of stuff that I've recently only cleaned out of the car. So this would have included one of the very last Savers hauls. Oh, I found the steak knife that I was missing from the car, and we've got the containers that I got from Savers, and also I found a whole pile of money in the car when I was cleaning things out. That's right, I had to clean this out in a hurry before the car went to the crash repairers, and they said they were going to detail my car, so I thought I'd clean it out as much as I could. And there's a few just random bits and pieces in this bag. I am going to throw out this BWS bag because it's meant to be like a wine bag. It's got all these bits on the side of it, but it's so frustrating. Every time I go and put shopping in there, it sometimes gets caught in the pockets, and I just don't have time or mental energy to be dealing with things that don't work the way they should, so it's time to go. And here's the other bag that I had with that when I cleaned out the car. So I've got the last peptides from the collagen company, another container that no doubt was from Savers. Also a blue plate that I've been looking for, wondering where that went. So that's got to go back to the kitchen. And also a little tripod that again I've been looking for. So now we know the mystery of where everything else. This is why it's also good to declutter, because yeah, things end up in my car or in a bag, and then the bag gets moved and then I don't know where anything is. I am going to keep this bag. I love it. It rolls up really small for my handbag. It's just a little bit dirty, so I need to clean it out. I also found a bag next to it that had some beauty products in there. So my mum has cleaned out part of her bathroom a while ago and I put it in a safe space. I found 4 shower gels. There's a couple of shampoos and there's a conditioner there, and also some soaps. So it looks like I'm right for shower gels for the next year, so definitely I won't need to be buying any of that. I'm so excited to have Avon shower gels. I think they are the best. So from the video efforts today, I went back and counted. I've got 51 items and it was about 1,200 previously. It's probably more, but anyway. So we're at 1,251 so far for our 1,000 item declutter challenge. So well above. Also, I realized through this video that my hair looks like a bird's nest. I put some product in it to help moisturize it, and I look absolutely crazy. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I so appreciate you, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye.